Do you have freezers that are filled to the brim? Are your pantries filled with foods that you need to use? And do you want to save some money on your grocery bills in January and February? If you do, you need to join the Pantry Challenge. I am doing my very first ever Pantry Challenge in January of 2025, and I'm inviting you to join me. It's Jody with All About the Harvest, where I teach you how to grow, use, and preserve your harvest. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Pantry Challenge. So the Pantry Challenge was started by Jessica at Three Rivers Homestead. And if you remember, or if you watched any of my videos in August, I did her Every Bit Counts Challenge. And in the Every Bit Counts Challenge, you end up preserving something every day in the month of August, no matter how small it is. And when I did that Every Bit Counts Challenge, I realized my freezers were way too full. And I had mentioned in some of my videos that my freezers were just too full, and I felt that I needed to use some of that stuff up. And it was really hard to do that in the month of August because my garden was producing. I had so much stuff coming in. I didn't have the time to use that stuff plus my fresh produce that was coming in. So I had mentioned that I might want to do the Pantry Challenge in January and February. And so I've decided, yes, I'm doing the Pantry Challenge. And I want to tell you a little bit about it because I know a lot of people also have freezers that are overflowing, or maybe you just want to save money by not going to the grocery store as much. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it in this video, and then I'm going to tell you how to prepare for it and how to do it. So basically, what is the Pantry Challenge? The Pantry Challenge is where you try to eat from your pantry, your freezers, your dried goods, your canned goods, your fridge. You try to use up all of those products before going to the grocery store. So instead of going to the grocery store and getting something new, you should use the products that you already have. That can look different for every person. So some people might strictly just do a no spend and just use things from their pantry, fridge, freezers, all of those things. Some people might choose to purchase things that are fresh, like fresh produce or milk or eggs, things like that, as they need to be replaced. Now, it obviously depends on each person's situation. Some people have cows and some people have chickens and things like that, and they might have a back stock of these things, and some people may not. So you have to choose what you want to do for yourself. So for me, for my rules, it is I am going to use things that I have in my house first. And when a recipe calls for something, if I don't have that exact thing, I am going to see if I can use a substitute. So for example, if something calls for fresh strawberries, for example, and I don't have any fresh strawberries, but could I use frozen strawberries? Because I have some frozen strawberries. So if I can use frozen strawberries, I'll definitely use my frozen strawberries. If for some reason I couldn't use it, then I would choose to go and purchase something. Some people will set like certain dollars amount per week or per month that they can use in the grocery store. So you can do whatever you want. Again, I'm going to try to use all of my stuff here first. Now, that being said, I know my husband is less likely to do substitution. So for example, a substitution that I would do is if something calls for milk, I do have dry milk, powdered milk that I can rehydrate and use that. And I'll definitely do that in a recipe. However, he is more likely than not going to do that. He wouldn't want to do that. He would rather use fresh milk. That's just one example. For him, if he's very adamant about getting something fresh or from the grocery store that we don't have, then I'm just going to allow that to be, because this is more of a pantry challenge for me to use up some of the things in our freezer and on our shelves. Also, his birthday is in the month of January, so if he wants a certain meal or special meal and I need to go purchase things for that, I'm totally fine with that. So those are kind of my restrictions, is use everything in your house before you go shopping, try to find a substitute, and then obviously for his birthday, if he wants something special, he's more of a like go out to dinner kind of guy, so he might want to do that instead, which would be fine. I'd be fine with that. Also, in the month of January and February, I usually do a lot of food preserving myself. So I plan to do a lot of food preserving. I still have vegetables and things from my garden that I intend to turn into some canning projects, and I have some things in the freezer that, combined with some other products, I want to turn into some canning projects. Also, that's going to be getting some of the things out of my freezer. So if for some reason I were to need certain items for a canning recipe, then I would definitely go out and get those items. So you follow your own rules, you do whatever you need to do, however you see fit. Don't beat yourself up over it, but I do think it's going to be a fun challenge. My main goal in the challenge is to get more space in our freezers. Our freezers are full, and I am sick and tired of having to pull like so much food out to get to something that is in the bottom, or to try to find something in the freezer. I do have a freezer list, so I do know the things that I have in my freezer, but then when it comes to actually finding something or getting something, if it's way at the bottom or if it is difficult to find, then I find myself not likely to use that item at that time. So my goal is to create more space in my freezer so that I can move things around, and so we're actually using all the stuff that we have preserved. So for me, this challenge isn't really about saving money per se, it's about using the stuff we have and creating some space. So how do you get started? So a lot of people, when they get started in this pantry challenge, they will do an inventory of their freezers, their canning pantry if they're canners, their store-bought goods. If you dehydrate, you could do your dehydrated goods, your fridge. They do this major inventory of these things, and then they go from there. Now for me, I currently have a freezer inventory list. It's very long, and it is separated out by like fruits, veggies, herbs, things for bone broth, because I make a lot of that. My meat is separated by type, so venison, beef, chicken, pork, seafood, and then other, because I was gifted some pheasant breasts. I put that under other, and I need to use those because I was gifted them, and I don't really know how to use them because I've never used them, so I just need to find some recipes. So if any of you have any recipe ideas for how to use pheasant breast or how to use rainbow trout, I have both of those in my freezer. Those are two things that have been in there that I need to use. I just don't use them because we don't really make fish, and I don't like fishy fish. And a pheasant breast I've never made before. So if you have any recipes or ways to use them, I would love you to put that in the comments below. So anyways, I have my freezer list broken out into different categories. And so I do refer to this often, use it all the time. And we have two large freezers downstairs, and then our Samsung refrigerator, this is like almost a commercial grade. The bottom of this is full. So my freezers are completely full. So I do need to use those. And then I have my own home canned goods list that I make, and I've color coded and things like that. So this is basically updated all the time. The lists that I don't have are my store-bought goods and my dehydrated goods and my refrigerated goods. The dehydrated goods and the canned goods, like the store-bought canned goods, or like dried goods like pastas and things like that I get from the store, I don't have a list for those, but I do have a pantry that is really nicely set up for my store purchased goods, and it's kind of by category, and so I can really easily see what I have. And then my dehydrated goods, I have an entire shelf that my husband made for those, and I need to reorganize that. So I do not have a dehydrated goods list, but I will create one. I just need to do it after I reorganize the shelf, because with the Every Bit Counts challenge, I did a lot of dehydrating, and I have stuff kind of all over right now around it, but it needs to get on the shelf. My canned goods and my dehydrated goods are in alphabetical order. So I need to kind of fix that around a little bit, and then I will create that. However, I'm not creating those lists before this challenge. So today's actually New Year's Eve. I'm not creating those lists to do this challenge. I already have some lists, and my main goal, remember, is for me to use my freezer. So my goal is to use a lot of my frozen foods first. And so obviously I'll be using some canned goods and things like that in addition to that, and pantry goods, which is perfect. but I want to make a dent in our frozen foods. So that's kind of my main goal. So my freezer list is perfect. Now, my husband does do hunting, deer hunting, and we have a lot of venison. And in the fall, he went out to South Dakota and got a deer. He did all the vacuum sealing. I was out of town for work. He did all the vacuum sealing and put it in our freezer, but he didn't update our freezer inventory list. So I know that I have a lot more in there than my list says. So I think once we can, get through some of this food, then we can start to re-inventory and see what we have. So that's the inventory list. The other thing I mentioned, since it's here, this is Cuban black bean soup that I canned. It is a safe canning recipe that I got off of one of the university websites, and I did that last night. And so again, I will be continuing to can things and use things up. Again, I was mentioning in January and February, I do a lot of home canning my beans and things in the freezer that I wasn't able to get to. I have a lot of tomatoes that I have put in the freezer that I need to use and make another canning recipe, and bone broth and things like that. Usually those are the type of things that I do in like January, February. So I'll be doing that as well. So, okay, so now you have an inventory list, or you have an idea of the food that you have in your house. So the next step is to actually come up with some meals based on the food that you have. So what I did yesterday is I looked at my inventory of my freezer. Remember, I told you my freezer is the main thing that I want to work on. So I looked at my freezer inventory and I was looking like, what are there things that I can use, and I have other stuff on hand that I can make meals with. So what I did is I came up with a list of some meals that I could easily make from my freezer. Someone gave me a thing of bolognese meat, like a 1 pound roll of bolognese meat. So I was like, okay, what can I do with bolognese meat? So I looked it up. I think I'm going to mix it with some tomato sauce, which I have a bunch of cans of that, put it on pasta, which I have a bunch of pasta. And then we have, in our freezer, we have a bunch of garlic bread that I had frozen, vacuum sealed and frozen. And then we have a box, my husband got a box of garlic bread, like Texas toast, when he was out hunting with his friends. And then, he had it left over, so he brought it home. So that's been in our freezer, just this box of Texas toast. So I'm thinking, okay, I can use up a couple things from the freezer. I can use up some canned goods and some pasta. So that's awesome. So that's another meal that I can make from my freezer. I don't want to bore you with all my meals. So those are just some things I did. I looked at things that I had in there, and then like, what do I have in my pantry just off the top of my head that I know I could make. Obviously some of them I had to Google, like, I don't know what to use with bolognese meat. So now I know. So that is the first thing that I did. So that's how you could start coming up with some meals. The other thing is using things up that you don't gravitate towards. So remember I mentioned I have those pheasant breasts and I have 2 rainbow trout fillets. Well, I don't gravitate towards those because those aren't meals that I would normally make anything with. So do your research in Google or Pinterest, find recipes on how to use those, and that's what I'll have to do. However, if any of you have any recipes for either of those, put them in the comments below. I'd love to give them a try. I'd like to use them up in this pantry challenge, or at least use one of each. I have 2 packs of each, so at least if I could use one of each, that would be great. So the other thing I wrote down is things that I have in excess. I have so many peppers in my freezer. I have all kinds of peppers. I've frozen so many kinds of peppers, and in different quantities, in different sizes, and different types. I need to do some things with peppers. I have a lot of French fries or French fry type things. Every year my husband gets, he's a vet, so Festival does this thing where you get free things on Veterans Day. I mean, you have to buy $20 and stuff, but you get a bunch of stuff. And they always give you bags of McCain fries, but they're different kinds, right? You can pick whatever kind you want. I also got some from some other ways. So like, I just have a lot of those type of products that we don't use a lot. I did just recently gift my sister a bunch of them because she'll eat them, but we still have a lot. So that's something that I need to kind of figure out how to use. It's interesting because my husband will eat French fries from fast food place, but whenever I'm like, oh, I can make some French fries with that, he's like, no, that's okay. So I think that's going to be more of a me thing than a him thing. I have a lot of fruit in my freezers, a lot of fruit. And so I need to make some green drinks, some smoothies, those type of things, and other things with fruit. And then the other thing is I have this big 10-pound wheel of queso fresco. It's a 10-pound wheel and it's frozen. I just made this Cuban black bean soup, and one of the jars didn't seal. So I put it in the fridge last night because I could tell it wasn't going to seal. I put it in the fridge last night. And one of the things you could put on Cuban soup is queso fresco. But I have this big 10-pound wheel that I don't use because it's a 10-pound wheel. So I just said to my husband, can you take out that 10-pound wheel for me? When that thaws, I'm going to break that into smaller amounts, and then I'm going to vacuum seal them in smaller amounts, and then I'll be more likely to use it. So I think that's part of it. How easy is it to get at and use? Like for a 10-pound wheel, it takes a while for it to freeze. When I got it, I was gifted it from a friend. It was frozen. So I just threw it in my freezer, but it's been sitting in the bottom of my freezer, and I just need to break it out into smaller things, and then I need to figure out how I can use it. When I was researching yesterday, one of the things it said was use it in black bean soup. So I have this black bean soup that I just made, and now I'm going to use some of it. So those are kind of some of the things that I was looking at. How can I use this stuff up and or make it easy for me to use in the future? Like I said, with that 10-pound block of cheese, I just need to break it down into smaller packs, and then I will definitely use it when it's in smaller packs. So that is a little bit on how I'm going to do this pantry challenge, some of the ideas and things that I've come up with. Now, here's a little caveat. It's just my husband and I. So there's only 2 people in our family, and we do eat leftovers. The dinners we will a lot of times eat for lunch or dinner another night. I know that there'll be times that I'm not going to be doing anything out of the freezer. I have a lot of canned foods and a lot of canned soups, and this time of year is a time where I do use a lot of canned soups. So we'll do that. So what you can expect from me is I'm going to do a video each week that I am doing this challenge. Go ahead and leave any comments or questions in the comments below. Also, again, if you have any ideas for my rainbow trout or my pheasant breast, I'd love to hear them. I hope you join me on the pantry challenge. Please put in the comments below if you're joining me and kind of how you plan on doing things. One last comment is people will sometimes say, well, are you going to go grocery shopping and get a bunch of stuff? Some people will buy stuff in preparation for this. You can do whatever you want. I'm not going out to buy stuff to stock myself because I do have quite a stock of things. And I think because I'm giving myself that leeway of if I really do need it, I'll get it. I think I'm going to be good with that. But it's really up to you. However you want to do the challenge, it's completely up to you. Thanks for watching, and I hope you join me on the pantry challenge. Put it in the comments below if you are, and then I'll see you again next week.